Hi everyone, it's me, B, Kelly Sunflower. So back in March this year, Sarah from Liminal 11 contacted me to ask me if I wanted to review one of Liminal 11's new upcoming tarot decks. I was like, yes please. So today, this lovely deck has arrived. Sorry if it's back to front. Before I flip the camera around, I'm just going to share with you how I do my reviews. So this first video will be mainly a flip through and my first impressions. Then I usually do a second video which involves me doing a interview spread. Then I usually write the deck for about a few weeks, so probably to the end of the month. Then I will come back and do a third video and give my thoughts on the deck. So I'm going to flip the camera around and unbox this lovely deck with you. Sorry, I had to unbox it offline because I had my address at the front. So I'm just taking off the plastic coating. So let's have a see this goodie. Can I open it up? Oh, look at them here. I'm all excited. So let's see what you get. So you get this card here, which says, I hereby certify that this is a copy of the Cosmic Slumber Tarot Special Edition Limited to 1,111 copies. Telly Walden. So that's my certification. So you also get this lovely tarot matte scarf, which I'm going to lay out in a minute. And you get this lovely bag. It's got the Cosmic Slumber Tarot to put the cards in. You get like a holder. Look at that. So this looks like it's the Sun card, the Empress, and this one looks like the Moon card. So it probably stands, you know, like this on your altar or on your tarot table. Isn't that gorgeous? So you also get, this is like a colouring book, which I'll go through in a minute. And the deck here. Okay, so let's put the table mat on the table. Okay, so I've put the table mat or the reading cloth on my table so I can use it for the deck. Really, really soft cotton. And you've got pentacles here. Here you've got the wands. Can you see there? The wands. You've got the swords here. And you've got the cups here. So each corner has got an element of the tarot suits. Absolutely gorgeous. Before I go into the Cosmic Slumber, I also have two other decks from Liminal 11. I've got this one here, which is the Lorna Soul Tarot deck. I call it Lorna. I'll show you a few cards. So it came in this box and bag, because most of the Liminal 11 decks, if you buy them from them directly, they come with lovely canvas bags. And what I like about this deck is that it's got reversed and upright meaning. So if the card's this way, you know it's reversed, it's shadow side. And if it's this way, you know it's upright. And this is a nice linen feel. I think they're out of stock of this deck at the moment, but it should be coming back soon. I mean, I've also got the lovely Modern Witch Tarot, which I got last year for review. Just gorgeous. Okay, so let's have a look at this. I think this is a colouring book. So it's got here the Cosmic Slumber Tarot. So we do the introduction. So creating a tarot deck is surprisingly challenging. Like all meaningful relationships, Where you start is not necessarily where you arrive. It's much more fluid than that. Symbols that felt like flourishes became central, moving the focus, and sometimes there was an epiphany that caused the entire picture to shift. It's almost like the deck had a mind of its own, and a tangible one at that. What follows are the original sketches I made when designing the Cosmic Slumber Tarot Major Arcana cards, shown against the final coloured pieces. I hope that you look at this evolution of imagery helps give you, as a tarot reader, some extra insight into the heart of the Cosmic Slumber Tarot and maybe a deeper understanding of the cards. I also hope you enjoy the cool drawings. Tilly Weldon. Oh, so these are her sketches. So you've got the 4. So that's her sketch, and this is the final card. The Macress, or the Magician. Gorgeous. This looks different. I think the sketch High Priestess to me looks slightly different to the coloured one. I think her veil is different. Here she's just got a book, and here she's got a book, and it looks like a doorway. So it looks like she's changed her mind with the High Priestess. And again, the Empress looks different as well. Different hairstyle. Different cloud structure. You've got the Emperor. This looks like a very Aries type of Emperor. The Hierophant. So these are all her sketches. I won't go through all of them because I want you to see the cards as well, but I'm just showing you some of the images that Tilly Weldon sketched. So it does that for the whole of the 22 Major Arcana cards. Okay, so now let's look at the deck. So look at that, it's got a really nice opening, can you see? Kind of flips open, magnetic. And when you slide the cards out, I like the way that it opens up. I'm going to get another box. And the cards are here. You also get like a mini hardback book as well. Okay, so let's bring the camera down a bit and have a look at the guidebook first. So this is the instructional booklet, the Cosmic Slumber Tarot. It's a nice hardback booklet, which I like. And what I also like as well is that it shows all of the suits. So you've got the cups, the swords, the wands, and the pentacles. It's gorgeous. And I love the white and lilac colouring. You've got the liminal 11 logo there. Published in 2020 by Liminal 11. The contents, you've got the foreword, the introduction, the Major Arcana, the Minor Arcana, how to read tarot, and tarot spreads. The print is rather small to read, but I will attempt. So I'll just read a bit about the introduction for you. So it says here, this deck is about the peace we feel when we're in a deep slumber, and the excitement we feel upon waking. It's the feeling of seeing someone in a dream you haven't seen for a long time, or connecting with the impossible, sensing you are in another reality but accepting it. So it's a bit difficult for me to read, so I can't really read all of it. It's quite small print. So it's got here the 22 cards that run from the fall to the universe are known as the Major Arcana, or Arcana is the plural for Arcarum, meaning secret or mystery. So another way to describe these cards is major mystery. How perfectly apt. Unlike the minor arcana, these cards evade simple answers with the layers of symbolism and flow of archetypal forces. Looking at the cards in sequence from the Fool and the Magnus all the way through the universe, a tale of growth emerges, which is often called the Fool's Journey. So for each card, you get like an upright meaning. It doesn't look like it gives you reverse meanings though. And it gives you like a colour illustration as well for each of the cards. So let's have a look at the minor arcana. The minor arcana are made of 4 suits, just as in regular deck of playing cards, each with an elemental association. In a tarot reading, they appear when the message concerns the material world. They are of a more day-to-day nature than the cosmically charged major arcana. A general theme runs through each of the suits. So you've got torches, which are wands in the traditional deck. And then it's got here fire, willpower, creative pursuits, career. Then you've got cups, water, intuition, emotions and relationships. Then you've got swords, which is air, the intellect and ideas. And then you've got pentacles, which is earth, finance and resources, home and health. So this looks like the wands have been changed to torches. And then it gives you just maybe 4 lines for each of the cards in each of the suits. So I just want to look at the spreads. So it tells you here how to read tarot. I'm really sorry, because the writing is so small, it's actually straining my eyes to read them, so I can't actually read this out. It's got tarot spreads. A tarot spread is a way of laying out the cards, with each card position conveying a meaning, in a way of putting a structure around the cards, and also helps frame the question. So you've got a daily 1 card draw. You've got a 4 card spread. It's called the next step. So it's position 1 is past, position 2 is present, position 3 is the future, position 4 is advice. And then it's got here positive, negative, results, advice. Then there's the 3-in-1 spread. There's the Celtic cross, which I like to use, and it gives you the positions. So position 1 is the heart of the matter, position 2 is the obstacle, position 3 is crown conscious influence, position 4 is foundation unconscious influence, position 5 is the past, position 6 is the future. Then position 7 is attitude and state of mind, position 8 is environment, position 9 is hopes and fears, and position 10 is the outcome. Then you have the dream of the spears. This is interesting. So position 1 is the moon, position 2 is Mercury, position 3 is Venus, position 4 is the sun, position 5 is Mars, and position 6 is Jupiter. I mean, this one here is called What Does the Universe Dream? It's a 5 card spread. So you've got 2 extra cards, which are called the morning and the night card. And I'm ever so sorry, but I'm really struggling to read the print. It's very small. It's difficult to read it behind the camera. So this guidebook is 56 pages and it's nice and thick, which I do like. So let's have a look at the cards now. So let's take the cards off. So they've got, look at that, very lovely silver edging. So let's compare the size. So if I compare this to a regular Rider-Waite Smith, this is my Boner weight deck. It's almost the same size. I'd say it's just a tad. Actually, I think it's the same size. This may be a tad wider, but the length is the same. The cardstock is, I'd say semi-glossy. Fully reversible. And lovely orangey, warm colours. Let's have a look through these cards. In this card, it looks like this fool is trying to take a risk because there's a gap in between the cliff. So it looks like he or she wants to take a risk rather than not paying attention to where they're going. So this is the Magician or the Magnus. I like the kind of garden scenery. And then you can see each of the elements above his head. So you've got the cups, the pentacles, the wands and the swords. It's got like a kind of like a halo around his head, and the Affinity, which is made out of thorns, is in his hand. Gorgeous. It looks like he's meditating as well. So this is the High Priestess. Her face is covered, so she's doing this in secret. I love that she's opening the door to her world, or possibly sharing her knowledge with you. Gorgeous. And you've got the pomegranates here as well. You've got the dark and light. Still the pillows. These look like they're curtains. Love the Empress. She's got the feminine sign there. Breastfeeding her baby. Gorgeous. So the Emperor, it looks like kind of very goatee, very Aries, kind of strong. I like the fact that he's got a nice posture, looks confident. This is the Hierophant. So she's got the, it looks like a female Hierophant as well to me. So these are the eager pupils looking up. Got the staff there, or the key. This is interesting. The Lovers. It looks like they're kind of entwined in one. Let me read what the Lover says in the guidebook. So it's got here, the Lover's card is here to tell you that there is a choice in front of you or perhaps within you. Okay, so that makes sense. So she's standing with, that makes sense now. So you've got the Chariot, and instead of the Sphinx, you've got black and white lion. I do like this Chariot card. The Strength card. The Hermit. This is interesting because this looks like the back of him and he's got his hands held behind him. The Wheel of Fortune. Justice, and she's got the blindfold there to be impartial. The Hanged One. This is interesting. It looks like the archetype's actually rooted to the tree. Death. The Temperance. And I like the fact that she's using her foot to balance. The Devil. This again looks like internal control. The Tower. The Star. And I love the fact that the Star is full-figured. I do like seeing full-figured archetypes, being a full-figured woman myself. So you've got the Moon. Oh, look at the sorrow on the face. I love the fact that this archetype's embracing the sun. And using it to nurture the children. So you've got Judgment. And the Universe. So the torches are traditionally what we would call wands. So you've got the Ace of Torches. That's an interesting Two of Wands. It's a choice there, isn't there? What door do you go through? Or what direction do you go? Three of Torches. Four. This deck looks like it could be its own system. So I will find out this when I work with it this week. This is the Five of Torches. Six of Torches. It's almost quite pippish, the suit of torches. 7. Let me go back to the Five of Torches a minute. Okay, I guess it's a struggle trying to get to the top. I don't see really oh, okay, I can see more teamwork in this. Seven of Torches. 8 of Torches. 9 of Torches. And 10. He doesn't look exhausted, but then if you look closely, you can see that he's walking on rocks or whatever they are, and that must be quite difficult doing it. That must be a burden. So I can kind of get the meaning for how he's walking. It looks like he's barefoot as well. So the pages are called Princesses. The Knights is the Prince. Like the Torches. I love this Queen of Torches. I love her large cat. And the King of Torches. So if I look at all the torches, it's like the court cards are redheads, and the colouring is slightly different. And it looks like the cards 1 to 10 have got like a lot of purpley kind of colours. So I want to see if there's a colour system in this deck. Okay, so let's look at the suit of cups. So you've got the Ace of Cups. The person's out of their depth there, aren't they, really? The archetype's out of their depth. Two of Cups. Three of Cups. 4, 5 of Cups. This is quite an interesting 5 of Cups, because normally you have like 3 turned over and 2 at the back. So it looks like this person is wallowing in self-pity. Six of Cups. 7. This is an interesting 8 of Cups. Walking away from an emotional situation. I guess the emotional situation will be drowning. It's very pippish. 9 of Cups and 10 of Cups. See, I can't see comfort in this card. I'm wondering if this deck is Thoth based, because they've also got like princes and princesses. So you get the Princess of Cups, which would be the Page of Cups. The Prince, which would be the Knight. And they're not on horses either in this deck. And the Queen of Cups. And the King of Cups. Okay, so moving on to the Suit of Swords, which is like this pinky kind of colour. Got the Ace of Swords. The 2 of Swords. Three of Swords. This is a very interesting 3 of Swords. Let me see what the guidebook says for the 3 of Swords. It says here, endings and sorrow. There has been a cut through your life, leaving you isolated. Acknowledge your loss. See, I can't actually get the meaning from that, from the picture. This looks more like somebody being stabbed in the back. So this is the 4 of Swords. Taking a rest. Five of Swords. Six of Swords. Seven. 8. 9. And 10 of Swords. That's interesting, because it's like the person has died and her spirit is floating up. Moving on to the court cards, you've got the Princess, the Prince, the Queen, and the King. So moving on to the Suit of Pentacles, you've got the Ace of Pentacles, the 2 of Pentacles, the 3 of Pentacles, the 4, Five of Pentacles, the 6 of Pentacles, 7, 8, 9 of Pentacles, and 10 of Pentacles. Moving on to the court cards, you've got the Princess, the Prince, the Queen, the King, Then you have the extra two cards, which is the morning card and the night card. Unfortunately, I'm not able to read the book because the print is too small, but I will read it a bit later on with my magnifying glass. Okay, so what are my thoughts on this deck? So one thing I did notice about this deck is the print in it. So the sketchbook, I think the print in this deck, in this book, is more easier on the eye. I think because it's got like a kind of like a greyish background and the font is a lot bigger, so it's very easy to read. Whereas with this one here in the booklet, the font is a lot more smaller and quite difficult to read. I'll try and do a side-by-side comparison. I do wish that the guidebook had been more of this font. It would have been easier to read. But this could just be me. It's a bit of a struggle for me. The deck, I love the artwork. It looks almost dreamlike. But I must say that there's not much diversity in general. Okay, a lot of the archetypes do look gender neutral. There are a couple of plus size body shapes. But then again, it's a very cartoony kind of deck, and you get that cartoony feel throughout the deck. I'm not quite sure what system this is, but I don't think it's a Rider-Waite-Smith system. Possibly Thoth inspired. I only say that because the court cards are Prince and Princess, which you normally get in Thoth inspired decks, and the minors are quite Pippish. So this would be an interesting deck for me to work with. I'm quite looking forward to it. So I'm gonna look through these cards properly off camera, read the guidebook tonight, have a little play with the deck, sleep with the cards tonight so that I can kind of like connect to the energy. Let's put them in this lovely bag and see how they fit. This bag is gorgeous. It's got the Liminal 11 logo. It's just gorgeous. It's nice, kind of like velvety finish. Let me see how the cards fit in here. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so I will leave a link for this deck in the description bar. This one here is the Tarot Special Edition. You can also get the standard edition, which will just be the cards in this box with the bag if you order it directly from Liminal 11. You don't get the cloth or the sketchbook or this lovely stand-up poster. I will also add links to the other decks that I have from Liminal 11. This one here is called the Lorna Soul Tarot deck. See the Modern Witch Tarot as well. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my second video. Bye for now.